What is going on, guys? Skip here, and welcome back to another episode in our Road to Glory series. Today we are back in the full whites, taking on Oakham in a 3-day club match. Now, we did recently play this mob in a T20 where we walked away with the chocolates, so fingers crossed that that form can follow over into the longer format and we can come away with the win today. If we do have a quick look at the competition overview, you can see that Pjizma's name does not appear in both the batting and the bowling lists. And it makes a lot of sense as to why his name would not be in the player of the series nor the top performers. So it is important that we do get out with the red ball today, put in a big performance. We need a few poles, we need to slap a few to the boundary, but also accumulate a few runs. And fingers crossed we'll get our name on the board in the not so distant future. If you do enjoy your Cricket 22 content, please make sure that you hit that thumbs up button. Leave a cheeky comment down below. I promise you will take Pfeiffer in your next bowling innings. We do live stream over on Twitch 4 days a week. I'll leave all my links in the description down below. Make sure you pop over, come and say g'day, and let's continue to put cricket back on the map. So here we have it. Welcome to Nottingham Park for this 3-day match between Nottingham and Oakham. Pjizma Pant slides his way into number 4 for this matchup. It is important that we do get off to a good one with either bat or ball. It's quite overcast today. The coin goes up. Oakham call tails. It never fails, remember. Does look like a head. We do win the toss. And on a hard, dry one, very overcast by the looks of things, we have chosen to have a bat. Okay, so here the big fella comes in his second 3-day match with an average of 43. We're looking to improve that today. We do come in at 133 for 2. There has been a solid platform put in place for us as we're in and defending our first ball. Current run rate of 4.18. E. Davis, 2 for 18, the Chief Destroyer. He comes in for his last ball, the over. It's full. And we're pushing it down the ground through the mid-on region. And we are off the mark with a boundary. Just before we get into the innings, I did want to show you our difficulty. I do get asked this every second comment in my live streams. We are on the veteran AI difficulty with hard bowling and hard batting. I don't touch the physics too much. The fielding is also on hard. So there you have it. 2 for 22, Richie Beno moment. He's forward, he's in, and Pjizma's pushing. And that's our second straight drive of the day, and we've timed that even better. Fantastic stuff from the big fella. Gregory's just ticked over his century. This bloke's a run machine. 101 off 110. We get the slower ball. It wasn't that slow. It was 140 clicks. And buzzers. We'll take the cheeky buzzers. We get ourselves into double figures. I'm going to try and angle it into me, but anything wide, I'm going to have to cut. Nurdle that one off the hips, and again, push that through the vacant square leg. Our timing's on point today. It's really happening. Well, after a flurry of boundaries, we do find our way to 14. They have brought the opening bowler back on, and he's going to sort us out with some chin music. Spin into the attack now, and it's in a little bit too early for my liking. We have lost Gregory. I'm going to step across, and we're going to take that to backward square. Get me off strike to this bloke. It's too scary. Far too early in my innings. The left armour into the attack now. Going to change things up. Mid-on goes back. Pjizma's pushing, and he's pushing again. Wow. I tell you, it's just one after the other, after the other, after the other this afternoon. And boy, does he look in good nick. Pjizma moves to 28. What can he do here? He gets a short one. He's going to cut. Been the downfall recently. We're going to pinch a single to point and fine leg. There you go. 2 sets of overthrows. We'll take them into the 30s. Cowdrey coming in. 8.1 overs bowled. 1 for 39. He bowls full and at the toes, and we're pressing forward. We'll pinch another single. So we are starting to build an innings now. 33 at run a ball. Short. Whoa. Flashy. On to 35. Davies steaming in. He goes full, and that is flogged through extra cover. I should really not be running that. That is disrespectful. What a shot. Just leaning on that. Deserves a replay, and mid-off could do nothing about it other than pick it up at the fence. On to 39 of 35. Cheeky counter-attack might be on here. Mid-off's up, mid-on's back. He gets full, and we're punching again down the ground. Mid-off doesn't want it. Pjizma coming back for 3. Does it beat the fielder for 4? It does, and we're into the 40s. Well, spin comes back in just as we move into the 40s. Does have the Rashid Khan action, so it's going to be quite hard to pick up. Which will mean the sweep shot is going to be an extremely important tool to use. Quiney, can he close out his over? Oh. They have put in a short fine leg. We still may be able to beat him, and we do beautifully with another sweep shot. Does it go to the boundary? It does. And that's probably shot of the episode. You can see he strays onto the middle stump, and PP is not going to miss out on them. He moves to 49 or 41. Been quite the innings at 207 for 3. And he get over and make his way down the other end. He can. And there is another 50 for the big Pjizma Pant. 42 balls, strike rate 119, 8 boundaries in just over an hour. Take your hat off, big fella. There is plenty of work to do. Davies back in, 2 for 42. He comes round the wicket. Pjizma Pant, short. He's cutting, and he's getting caught at second slip. Well, you could have scripted that. Milestone. Next ball. Cutting, edging, and Davies gets the reward. We've just slashed that straight into the midst of second slip. He's not missing out on that. And there we go, out for 50 off 43. Well, there you have it. Nottingham bowled out for 242 after 65 overs. And after a promising start at 212 for 4, we have collapsed to be all out for 242. Couple of ducks on that score sheet. Pretty disappointing in the end. Let's see what we can do with the ball. Well, here he is. Big Pjizma steaming in on an overcast evening. And the first ball's nice and straight. Did that straighten enough? We're going to appeal. Well, it's all happened. Umpire says not out. That was an interesting start. Like we said, 76 for 4. Big fella's coming in. And he's edging all the way for 4. Well, we're going to have to pack the slips. Here we go. 4 balls in. Field all set. Pjizma steams in. He's finding a nice line on length early. Last ball of our first over. What can we do here? Can we find the edge? We're not. It's probably a little too wide there. Quiney survives. Well, would you read about it? They have lost another wicket. It is currently 82 for 5. We're going to be a sniff here. Thing is, we can't be too straight because then it's just an easy single into the leg side for them. There we go. It wasn't straight enough. Pjizma gets the reward finally after all the edges. Down to third man and fine leg. The big fella steams in, tightens his angle, and finds the safe mitts there at first slip. Take a bow, son. Take a bow. Well, I'll tell you what, he is fired up. Masters comes to the crease. He's in, and he's playing a missing first ball. Well, I can smell it. We can smell it. I know you can smell it. This could be the spell that makes us. We're not going to give the batsman any time to think. We're up at him. The length is good. He's on the back foot. Important that we finish our second over here. Maybe with a cheeky caught behind. Oh, Masters. Well, we're enjoying this. It's only a matter of time before we get our second wicket. Oh, that one's cut him in half. That's just too good. The spell is on. Well and truly on. Oh, he's leaving that on his sternum. Oh, we are inside, rent-free. We are inside Masters' head here, rent-free. Continue. Well left. Well, a full leg cutter. Hopefully this one can get him forward. Find the edge. Oh, it does. End of the third over. Let's finish off with a leg cutter. Let's see if we can get this to go. We can. He's up, and we're appealing again for no reward. We're just going to continue to bowl what we've been bowling. Been working. Back, and we're hitting the body again. Well, can he retire? Back after a bit of a break. Oakham trail by 150. We are back on that nagging line and length. And can this bloke please edge? Just please edge off. You are wasting everyone's time. Back, and he's defending again. Continue with our outswing plan. It's through him again. So we come into our 6th over. Oakham trail by 142. We are bowling at the bunnies. So fingers crossed we can snag a couple more here. I mean, we've bowled without luck the whole time, our whole career so far. And there we go. We're just bowling at good length. We just continue to hit the batsman. My thoughts are a full off cutter that he's going to miss. He's going to get wrapped on the pads. Innings over. Oh, wow. That misses absolutely everything. I do appeal. I don't know why. Maybe just because it was a good ball. Oh, dearie me. We go this time. He's whipping to mid-wicket, no run. Well, we were not able to pick up a second wicket.
Tell you what, Jackson Gregory is a run machine.
Do find ourselves here at 144 for 2. We do lead by 282. Bit of party time for the boys. We're going to try and push this game along and pick up a few quick runs. Now, I don't quite back myself hitting it over people's heads, so I'm going to keep it on the ground. We're cutting, flashing, and missing.
Tell you what, Jackson Gregory is a run machine. As we step forward, put the bat through that, and it goes over mid-on for a maximum. Wow. Cop that. What a way to start the second innings off. We lead by 295, 96 metres 6. And Davies decides to come around the wicket. Extra covers open. He's a little fuller, a little slower. And that's not a bad comeback ball. Well, intent shown. Well, the intention is clear. The left armour comes back on. And I don't know if the game is glitched there, but our leg stump has been ripped out of the ground across seamer. And I don't know what's happened in the game there, but well, Pjizma's gone for 7. Let's just have a look what happened here. Trot comes in. Pjizma walks across. And we've been nutmegged. Oh, dearie me. Well, it just wasn't going to happen, was it? So after the cheeky little nutmeg, Pjizma comes back on. Now, we've had to wait a while for this. 40 overs bowled, 149 for 4 as we steam in for our first ball. And I'll tell you what, we're getting slapped through point for 4. That is not an ideal start for the big fella. So Oakham require 417. They're not off to the worst of starts here. However, it is just going to take a wicket to break this all open. Hopefully we can fill our pockets up here. We're going to try the in-swinger early. We do have a very attacking field. The in-swinger comes in and he's forward leaning on that, and that goes a one-hand, one bounce to square leg. They have developed quite a nice partnership here. Quiney 33, Malone reaches his 100. We're going to go the bouncer. Does not want a bar of that. Well, that nutmeg has absolutely bamboozled me. Let's see if we can close out the second over here. It's tidy bowling, but not the result that we want. 157 for 4, and it's game on here. Let's make the length a little fuller. Let's bring the legs into play. Hey, we do. That might have just been hitting him outside the line of off stump. Umpire says no. Have tightened the line for our run-up, so hopefully this encourages him to hit through mid-on. He does. He's playing a missing, and that's brilliant. We are looking for much of the same to close out our third over here. The off cutter gets lent on and pushed into the mid-wicket gap for 4. That's a great shot. Quiney moves to 38. I mean, Quiney can do one at this stage. 38 off 112. It's the outswinger. He pokes that through point. You pick up a boundary. I don't think he will. I'm back for 2, and I don't mind that. Back to the short stuff. Yeah, that's good. That's where we want it. Be interesting to see how the batsmen take on Pjizma here. He's leaving that on the sternum, and that hurts. Going to need to bowl at the body here. Good length ball, just grab an edge. Almost can. I mean, you can't bowl any better than that. Just need to bowl a good line and length here. Hopefully catch the edge. Oh, we do another play and miss. And we round out our 5th over, 206 for 4. Well, I think Pjizma's had enough of this. We're going to try the slow ball Yorker here. We do, and it gets pumped down the ground for another boundary. Man, this partnership is really hot. So a cheeky change of field here. Short cover comes in. Pjizma steaming in. And there is short cover. The nice diving save for no run. Well, I mean, we've tried everything this innings. Just grab an edge. He does! And that's a one-hand, one bounce to floating 4th slip. Promising signs. He's going to need to play shots, Malone. Quiney down the other end. Well, he's batting well, but he's 58 off 159. Surely the pressure's got to get to him. We're in, and that's whippaged nicely through mid-wicket for 4. I mean, when you're on 135, you're seeing them like beach balls, and that is another fantastic shot from Malone. Pjizma doesn't like that. We're going to go for the chin music. Does the bouncer bring a wicket, or at least put him back in his crease? It brings a hook shot, and it brings a wicket. There you go, Malone. He couldn't help himself. He could not do it. And Pjizma, resilience 101. He bowls the short stuff, he bends the back, and he puts it straight down fine leg's throat. He picks up his first wicket, and it's 5 for 221. Well, Abraham Faulkner comes to the crease. We're going to get first crack at him here. We're going to go to the throat, and he's under, ducking, getting out the way of the smoke. I mean, do you expect the in-swinging Yorker 5th ball of your innings? You don't, and I don't know how that's missed leg stump. Wowee. Well, there it is. We don't get another bowl in the end. Nottingham are far too classy, knocking off Oakham for 274 in their second innings and winning the match by 142. Spencer Malone not too bad with 139, but he wasn't good enough for the short baller Pjizma Pant. You can see that the skipper for Nottingham using plenty of bowlers. Pjizma probably being underused, I feel. Maybe a bit of a slap on the wrists for the dismissal in the second innings, getting bowled through the legs. However, it is a win for Nottingham, and we continue to move forward into our career. Well, we are going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, leave a cheeky comment down below, and if you enjoy your Cricket 22 content, I will leave all of my links in the description, so make sure you click on them, check them out, come and say g'day. But until then, guys, I'll see you in the next one.